Something I've had to tell myself over and over again is, they made me a victim, but I choose not to remain one. In the middle of a court case, a pretty high-profile court case against my ex-husband, who was extremely abusive emotionally to me, physically and sexually to my eldest son. And my son and I were pulled into this case after not having seen or heard from him in 12 years to testify against him, along with many other of his victims, to prevent him from having custody of his children, which he was seeking, and his divorce. And I had met Jerome and started training with him. Just training Muay Thai with Jerome over there on the military base. Having 6 older brothers, I kind of grew up in a family where brawling was acceptable and encouraged sometimes, I think. And through the experience of training, I have found myself, I'm still finding myself. It feels like once again, going with the theme, the I can't theme, I'm yet again being told, I can't. I'm no good, you can't do this, you can't do that. As I've gotten more involved into martial arts, Pete and Jerome were looking for a female to get more involved in their women's self-defense and their women's program and kind of be the spokesman, so to speak, for that. And giving back to women that have been put into the same situation that I have been, and helping them to empower themselves is something that I have felt a need to do for many, many, many years. I just never knew how I could do it. Could I be a counselor? Could I be, could I volunteer at shelters? How exactly could I find my niche to help out those women? And I'm very fortunate to have met the both of them and be in the position I am to offer those women that. I haven't had the chance to work with too many of them, but the ones I have, they've looked up to me. They've seen me as an inspiration, which is odd because I still feel so weak in my own journey. Something I've had to tell myself over and over again is, they made me a victim, but I choose not to remain one. And I definitely want to encourage more women to be able to do that through martial arts, through self-defense, because it's very empowering to me knowing that, yes, at one point I was a victim. But you know what? I've reached a level in my training that I feel confident and I feel very comfortable with myself, with my ability to defend myself. And I've even reached a point where I've become more comfortable with my own body. It's been a struggle, but one thing that I feel that martial arts is, it's a journey of truth. It's a journey of finding yourself. It's a journey of stripping away everything that you are, that you have been created by other people in your life. And it exposes you and you alone.